Hello again, everybody, and welcome to After Hours, brought to you by Glenfarclas. Day 2 of Cheltenham has been and gone, and what a day it was. It's been amazing. We've got some great guests on. Tonight's going to be a good show. It was good fun last night with Luke and Barry, and tonight, well, let me introduce my guests. Later, we've got Fitzy coming on, Mix Fitzgerald. He's going to join us in around halfway through the show, talk through tomorrow's card. But I'm joined by Rosie Tattersalls, who you obviously all know on After Hours. She's been an absolute regular, goes out, gets the VTs. Join me on the podium a few times. Yeah, you do all the hard work.
Yeah.
And Frankie Foster as well, a fellow man who's come from the Love Island background.
I'm in between two. It's like a Love Island sandwich, right?
You're very lucky.
Very, very lucky.
It's a pleasure to be here. I shamefully admit I haven't actually watched the show.
No, that's fine. but it's
okay.
No, it's okay because he's on the show, so he can
But
go.
now I'm on the show.
Yeah, that was good.
It's my first time.
We've had a good day
It's nice
today.
to have you here.
I've had a busy day. To be honest, I had too much of a good day yesterday.
In the respect of the yeah, good man.
I took some of today's fun and used it all up yesterday.
That's not a bad effort. But talk to me about your background. Obviously, we, as individuals, it's quite strange, this one, because obviously myself and Frankie, we come from, it's like we were born there. We come from Love Island, but that's what we did. And obviously you were a supermodel. Vogue, cover of Vogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A while ago though, like
But, yeah, but it doesn't.
10 years.
Was it 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Are you that old?
50. All right, Chris. I think we're the same age.
No, we are.
actually.
We are.
Yeah.
Don't fancy your chances on Vogue?
I haven't quite got. You're like a striking model though, aren't you?
Chris,
Yeah,
thanks.
but you've got that
you told
model
me
look.
I look good earlier. I'll take that from you.
Yeah.
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 I like that.
He is
Well, it's a
quite
compliment.
charming. Every time I see him, he always.
I always tell Frankie he
He
looks
does,
great.
yeah.
His skin always looks good.
Yeah,
doesn't
he
it?
does. He does.
You've got to big people up in this day and age.
Do you know what? You're looking very nice tonight. There you go.
Thank
bigging
you.
you up.
I've got my Glenfarclas
Yeah.
coat on, keeping me warm. It's
Very
chilly up
good.
here, but we're in a
It's
great
freezing.
spot. But yeah, just tell me talk racing routes then for you, Frankie. How did you? Because you do a lot now in terms of you do a lot of like racing TV stuff.
I was talking about this earlier. The first time I ever came to Cheltenham, first time I actually ever went to a race course, was a year Bob's Worth won the Gold Cup. I didn't know anything about racing, and
20.
the very first bar you can walk into, I didn't make it past.
I'm trying to think what year that was.
I didn't see a single horse.
So you literally saw the bar and that was it.
Yeah, I saw the TV and the bar, and that was my day's racing. But since then, I've been lucky enough to get to know and meet so many people, and now be working in it. And I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of always say to people is, come for the day out, and over time you come for more and more days out, and then you get to know more about the sport, and then you end up loving the sport. But I obviously grew up in Cheltenham, but I didn't grow up knowing anything about horses. People always assume, oh, you're from Cheltenham, maybe you own horses. Not at all. I came literally for a piss up.
Came from Love Island. That's where you
Yeah.
came from.
I was born in Love Island.
Born there and then came here.
Born in a villa in Mallorca.
I think what's really nice, and it'd be exactly the same for you, what's really nice now doing some work in racing is it's come from, like anything I've ever been asked to do in racing is all, I've said yes to it all because it's good fun.
Yeah.
It hasn't been because I'm like, I want to go and work in racing or be a presenter. I just
It's
love
like
the sport.
baffling that it's your job, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a fun day out.
But you're a great example of people like, we obviously try to encourage a younger audience to come racing. You're a great example of the fact that you've just continuously went racing and you learnt more and more about the sport and that kind of got you captivated by
Yeah,
it.
for sure. I'm still learning now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for example, the same group of lads that I came with back then are here today.
Today, yeah.
And we all still go. And we all grew up together, all come to Cheltenham every meet, and we love it. So.
Local lads, absolutely love it. And you've had a few beers today. Haven't you?
trying-
He's on the whiskey now. But
Yeah, I'm trying. It was one way. It was either go on the water or onto the whiskies, and we're here on the whiskies.
We're on
He
the
did
whiskey.
mention a pounding headache, didn't he?
Yeah, he did say you got a pound.
Can we get through this in half an hour?
Well, I think you can. The way you're going, Frankie, I wouldn't put it past you. But for you, Rosie, obviously you've been on the show. We see you out and about. You do all that kind of thing. You ride out. We know that. But what got you into it initially? Like, I don't think we've ever truly spoken about that. But what
No,
got your
we
bug
did.
for horse racing?
Well, I was asked to do the Magnolia Cup at Goodwood, the charity race, and I absolutely jumped at it. I knew my agent would also say no to me doing it because it meant that I'd have to like get strong and fit and everything. So I signed the contract for Goodwood before I told the agent.
Clever.
Smart way to do things.
Smart, yeah.
Smart.
Go behind your agent's back.
do what you want to do and then see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I did the race and I just absolutely fell in love with the horses. So my love for horses was why I got into racing.
Yeah.
And then I did 2 other charity races and then I hooked.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It like grabs you, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you ride out now as well.
Yeah, ride out for Charlie
I'm
still.
the only one at the table that can't ride.
Yeah, but that's...
We've got to get you on a horse.
Yeah, but that's not... Yeah, but
I've sat on a horse.
No, it's not.
That's
Someone held in.
but that's what... Yeah.
For a picture, for the gram.
Just stick him on. But no, but that's what a lot of people think. Obviously, people think, oh, like a lot of people involved in horse racing, they've all ridden horses. Yeah,
No,
there's
it's
people
not
who've
true.
trained Gold Cup winners who don't ride horses, haven't sat on
I
horses.
would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to.
You don't have to, you know, it's like, look at AP McCoy, he's come from a
He did ride
non-horse.
horses, by the way.
He did ride horses.
ride horses.
Yeah, he was, what was he, 20 odd time
Remind you.
champion jockey. But he came from a family who didn't really have anything to do with
Yeah.
horses. So he was kind of like broke the mould in the family, and that's what happens. It can just be something like you either pick it up as a kid or you can join it later age. Like yourself, Frank.
Yeah, I don't know how old I was when I came. Maybe
Well, you'd have been young. If it's Bobsworth, that's going back a few years.
2014. It must have been 17. I think I was
Old enough to
17.
drink?
I think I was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
get
to say old. Yeah, old enough.
He was old enough to drink.
I was
Yeah.
20. I think I was about 17 and I came in a cream suit.
Yeah. Were you wearing a what?
A cream suit.
Well,
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a cream suit.
So it was a
I've
bit
worn some
lively.
dodgy. I've worn a cream
Yeah.
suit to Cheltenham once. I
Oh,
believe.
guys. Oh.
That's what happens, isn't it? We haven't all got your fashion sense, have we?
No,
Unfortunately.
that's true. You know? Yeah, that is true.
Well, let's talk racing. What a day it's been. Obviously, Paddy Power Gold Cup day. We'll get onto that in just a moment. We'll start with the Jewson Amateur Chase. It was the second race of the day. We'll show you what happened here and we'll discuss it in just a moment.
And getting over it, Strictly a Dancer on the left with Ben Bromley has sailed to the lead. Quickly takes it up now as they approach the home turn and goes through to about a length lead. But Pontresina, Thomasina Eyston on the left there, the orange hoops on the cap coming in with a challenge. Behind these, Minds Made Up in the yellow between them. And these are now clear from two Taffs and another venture. Three in contention, two fences to jump. Strictly a Dancer on the right. But gets over it by about a length in second position. Minds Made Up on Pontresina. Final fence coming up. Strictly a Dancer. Pinged it. Landed by a length and a half. In second position, Pontresina unseats the rider. Minds Made Up in the yellows. Left in second place. 2 lengths behind Strictly a Dancer as they run towards the line. Strictly a Dancer a little weary in the closing stages, but he follows up the success at the last meeting to win here. Mind Made Up in second position. Another venture in third. Forza Milan is next, 1:47 and 2 Taffs head the remainder.
Yeah, what a result. Ben Bromley, the jockey, Christian Williams, the trainer, and I know you were out and about today. What an amazing result, first and foremost. Favourite win in the race. Lovely guy, Christian. But you were out and about. I think you filmed something earlier. Tell me quickly, because I want to watch this.
Yeah, I want to show you this, but we actually followed Strictly a Dancer from getting saddled up right until the end. And there's
Amazing.
a bit of a story with this one, with the lad who leads him up and looks after him, which I'm not going to spoil now because it's all in the video, but lovely Clive. So I think we should go straight to it, because
Let's go straight
it's really
into
special.
it. This can be a great watch.
Well, I've come down to the pre-parade ring here, which is really lovely and quiet, away from the hustle and bustle of things. And we're going to follow one of the favourites in this race, Strictly a Dancer, from when he gets saddled up right through to the end of the race. I tell you what struck me so much watching you saddle him up there is just how calm he was, and the way you have with your horses. There's a clear love there.
Yeah, of course. We show a great life from them and brought up round horses, could ride before I could walk. Same my children and family, so we're just lucky to be involved in a great sport, and Strictly won at Cheltenham the last meeting, so he's obviously got favourites chance again today, so we just look forward to running him. It's great to be here. It's not about you obviously compete to win, but just great to be involved in meetings like this on a Saturday, and just a pleasure to have a horse to bring us here, so we're very lucky.
And what goes through your head when you're saddling a horse like him up for a favourite for the race? What's going through your head then?
I'll just try and keep the horse calm, because all my best horses are calm. So in the latter part of the race, they seem to do their best work at the finish. Kitty's like Potter's Corner. You know, if they're sweating up or a bit on edge and they don't travel great to the races, and that just last part of the race, they don't really come home as well. So you're just trying to conserve as much energy as you can until the jockey jumps on them, and try and keep them as calm as you can.
Well, you've clearly got a magic touch. You said he won here about 3 weeks ago. New jockey on board today, Ben Bromley. What advice will you be giving Ben today?
I try not to tie him down too much, because just tell Ben to go out and enjoy it. We were lucky to have an Irish amateur last time, who's ridden 500 point-to-point winners with loads of experience over fences, but they obviously can't do the weight today. But it's great to give Ben a ride. Anthony Bromley is a good guy, been in racing all his life. It's nice to give his son a ride. It's 3 mile one, it's a good staying race up the hill. So the horse need to be just relaxed early on. The first half of the race, very important to keep them relaxed, and then hope they come home well.
Well, I'm here with Clive, who looks after Strictly a Dancer. Clive, we've just seen him canter down to the start. How are you feeling in these moments?
A bit warmer now than I was, but he's a lovely horse to handle in the stable. Well, all the horses that Christian got are good in the stables, but when he comes alive at the race courses.
And how long have you worked for Christian for?
About 5 years, I think it is. He was with Mr. Walters, and then he went on his own. Got a licence, he asked me to go with him, and I've been with him ever since, and probably led up 99% of his winners, you know.
So not a bad job then, is it? Clive, I understand that you have been somewhat unwell in the past few years. Has Horses and Christian really helped you get back up and going?
Without any doubt. I had lymphoma cancer, 6 chemos over about a 12-month. And so far so good. Like, I see the specialist. I've had a few rows with the specialist, but for riding a horse and one thing and another. And anyway, you've got to get on with life, haven't you?
Is about halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way down the field.
Christian, well done. What a win. He was
Brilliant.
cruising.
Yeah, had a good ride. Ben didn't worry too much. He looked a little bit flat out early on, but the jumping kept him in the race, and the young lad is great on him. And we try and, with Jack and the young boys in the yard, try and give as many young people a chance as we can. I'm only young myself, so appreciate when people give me a chance. And it's just great for the owners, the horse, and the young jockey.
Well, there's your winner, Strictly a Dancer. That is emotional.
Yeah,
amazing.
It really was actually, and unfortunately we couldn't quite get a camera to him afterwards, but I spoke to Clive while he was washing down Strictly a Dancer, and he was so emotional about it. And it's just so nice to have a story like that where he has been really ill, but the horses and the sport and racing has actually
rejuvenated
kept him alive.
him.
It's like he's survived partly because of that.
That's the amazing thing about horses. They can give you that. They can reignite you, and that's such a special story. Well done. Thanks. I'm going to say well done to you as well. It's a great VT you put together.
And Christian Williams, though, fell in love with him a little bit, I'm not going to lie to you. I might want to go and ride out for him.
Oh no, you want to get down to the top.
I want to go on the beach.
Well, he's getting bigger and bigger. He's trading more winners. He's going to have to change yards, I think, one day, because he's probably outgrowing it. He's got such a lovely training facilities as well, though. You must have seen them all over Twitter. And
he said today that he bought a couple yesterday as well, so it's big season ahead for him.
Putting his hand in his pocket, I like it. Spending the money. Let's look ahead and look back on what was the Paddy Power Gold Cup today. We've got a VT here we're going to show you of the finish in case you missed it, and we'll discuss that in just a second.
Man of the Mountain and Layla towards the left there, light blue and maroon colours behind these as they take 3 from the finish. Protectorate and Galahad Quest were next, and then Caribbean Boy, Aldanza and Zanza. They have the home turn coming up and 2 to jump. The noseband is Cool Cody, who is still in front. The yellow sleeves of Midnight Shadow has moved into second and beginning to close. Paint the Dream behind those in third. Simply the Bets is with this in third position as well, but they move into the home straight. Cool Cody, he has set a furious pace. Still out in, he goes at the last. Cool Cody has fought at the second last fence, and it's left Midnight Shadow and Ryan Mania clear by 10 lengths. Stumbles on landing. Simply the Bets of Protectorate have taken second and third. There's plenty coming from the back of the field as a weary Midnight Shadow is in front. He needs the post. Midnight Shadow in front. Protectorate and Layla both closing. Dostel Phil as well. This could be a very close thing. Midnight Shadow getting tired, but and he got to the line in front. To Protectorate and Layla and Dostel Phil, and then Galahad Quest and Man of the Mountain and Zamta behind those, and then Spirit of the Game.
Yeah, Midnight Shadow getting it done. I needed the line, if we heard in the commentary. And look at you licking your lips.
Thank God. I'm waiting for this one. It's the only thing I backed all day, and the only reason I managed to get a bet on one because I was actually upstairs tucking into fish and chips, watching it on my phone. So
he just said while that VT was playing, Fraggy just said, I actually missed this race. Missed the biggest race of the week. And he backed the winner.
I didn't get my fish and chips timed that well. I've been busy chatting to people, catching up on some racing, but
heart in your mouth stuff at the last, though.
Yeah, it was. I literally just got it on for that. It was a little shock, and then had a winner.
I think what's always amazing when you watch, if you come racing, you'll know what I'm on about. But if you watch a race on any television screen at the racecourse, you can hear, you know what's happened 3 seconds before. So you've heard a big gasp, a big roar, and you're waiting for something to happen on your phone because it's about a 3 second delay to what's happening in real life.
But 2 horses have gone clear. I heard that. One of them's mine, and thank God. Yeah, I mean, second going back to winner. It's always nice to back a winner here. It's quite hard work, but
it's a good feeling though.
Yeah, well, I mean,
kind of what the punters love as well. It's one of the fun about it, isn't it?
You come here, you bet, you make the money, you grab a drink, and then that's the day.
What I seem to do on these, I do it at the festival. I do it in November. I spend weeks looking at day one. So Friday, I know everything about every horse, and then get really pissed Friday, and don't look at the card for Saturday, Sunday, and just wing it. From
just wing it, yeah.
So I was an absolute racing expert for yesterday's card. For today, not so much.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You go big on day one. Yeah, but Protectorate, he ran an absolute belter as well, finishing in second. Lalore in third. Obviously, with a change of yards, ran a great race. Dostal Phil for Philip, obviously, he ran a great race. And then my selection, Zanza, actually ran on at the end. But it just didn't really jump well at all throughout the whole contest. But we'll move on now. I think you were somewhere, you're everywhere. I always said this, she gets where water doesn't, Rosie.
It's a phrase.
But you do get where water doesn't.
It's like the phrase of after hours.
But where were you last night?
Last night we had the Tattersalls sales.
We did.
So I spoke to lots of people, and I love the Tattersalls sales. There's something quite exciting about it. There's horses going around, and also what you have to be really wary of, which I made the mistake of a few times in these sales, is making sure you don't put your hand up at any point or nod or
don't scratch your head or
I waved at a friend on the other side, and I was like, oh my God!
Did you manage to catch up with any trainers there?
Oh, I did. We might have to have a little look at this one. I did, yeah.
We'll have a little look.
Well, I'm joined by trainer Ollie Murphy, who's about to go into the Tattersalls sales. Ollie, you've just been down to the Charles Turner yard to admire some of the horses. As a trainer, what are you looking for at these horses?
Yeah, I suppose you're looking at their form first and foremost. A lot of these horses have already had a run, and then obviously the physical side of things and their conformation, their pedigree. So listen, everything needs to match up, and we've been lucky from buying from here.
Do you find it quite pressurising to come and buy horses from here for your owners and everything like that?
Yeah, I suppose. Listen, you're put in the position that it's your choice what horse you want. So you hope they work out. But there's plenty of nice horses that come through the sale, some champions as well. And as I said earlier, it's a sale I've been lucky at.
At 60,000 order, last call I said.
Well, I'm joined by Richard Pugh, Director of Horses and Training here at Tattersalls. Richard, for people that have no idea about the sales or what happens at Tattersalls, could you give us a brief overview from when the horses arrive to when they leave here?
Yeah, look, even before they arrive, our role is to try and put together the best catalogue we can. We try and go around Ireland, England, finding the best young national hunt performers, put them together into a catalogue, a very tight catalogue. There's only 50, 60 horses going to go through here this evening, and they would have arrived here early this week, probably Tuesday, Wednesday. Once they arrive, there's a pre-sale vetting process where we vet all the horses, make sure everything is as it should be, bloods are taken to give purchasers confidence, and from probably yesterday afternoon through this morning, the purchasers come in, they see the veterinary certificates, they look at the animal, they look at the video, they put the package together, and ultimately in there they put a value on it.
So actually you're saying there are only about 50 to 60 horses in the catalogue. It's a really select few. What qualifies a horse for you to look at them and put them in the catalogue?
Look, all we've mentioned, it's pedigree and it's performance. Once the horse performs to a certain level, you look at the pedigree and the conformation, and when those three come together, you find what you hope is the next National Hunt star that isn't over at the sales ring, but he's over here at the winners' enclosure.
Talking of National Hunt stars, we've had a few stars come out of these November sales. Any that really jump out at you, and what do you look forward to most here, thinking about those stars?
The autumn sales, our November and December sales, have been very, very exciting. A number of years ago, about 10 years ago now, Tiger Roll walked around here. He went in there, he won 2 Grand Nationals, but what people don't know is that 15 lots after him, one for Arthur walked in. And he went and won another Grand. So 3 Grand National winners walked around the same ring, went in there, and then we had 4 Cheltenham Festival winners this year from that ring in the December sale alone. We had 9 in total. So Shishkin, Chantry House, Mount Ida, Sher Gerhard, all Cheltenham December sale, coming up in 3 or 4 weeks' time. So if you've missed the November sale, December might just be for you, because lightning just keeps striking there.
And we're back, just like that. While you two are having a drink, enjoying yourselves. Over £4 million was spent at the sales last night, which is a lot of money, of course. Fitzy, what's the most? Oh, Fitzy is here. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me.
I'm not Rosie. I'm not Rosie. I guess you hadn't noticed.
We've still got a supermodel in between.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. That's a proper roast between two thoughts, let me tell you. Tell me, what's the most you've spent on a horse? Not on anything else?
I think 70 grand.
Is it?
Yeah.
What one was that?
There's a horse called Steal My Thunder. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out like we hoped it would, but
didn't quite steal the thunder.
you pay your money, you take your chance.
Yeah.
Some of those horses last night. There was a race in Ireland, a point to point, that was run, and they've now called it the €1 Million Maiden.
Wow.
Because the first, second, and third cost over €1 million.
Yeah.
When they went to the sales ring.
I find it fascinating. I look at, I go back. It always fascinates me. Obviously, you know I love Annie Mac, but the point-to-point she came out of with Honeysuckle. Obviously, Honeysuckle won that race. Was bought for, I can't even remember what Honeysuckle was, but 80,000 roughly around there. Annie Mac £20,000 purchase. But that Honeysuckle, that unbeaten she's an absolute machine, and obviously it's good form for us every time she wins. We still cling on to that point-to-point form.
I didn't know that.
As you should do, yeah. I mean, it was one of very classy point-to-point back in Ireland.
Just because they cost that much money
doesn't mean
that they're going to be any good.
They're
That's
always
what you've got to be careful.
The good stories I find when someone's picked up a horse for relatively cheap, and then it's gone on to win big races.
Fitzy's been in many a strip club and learnt that the hard way.
I was only there as a minder.
I was going to say, you were security.
Yeah.
So he's got a big jacket on. No, bless you. Right, let's look ahead to the big 3 races tomorrow. Mark your cards, because Mick Fitzgerald, every morning I've been in, obviously we've been doing the ITV racing coverage. You want to mark your card as well, Frankie, because I know you haven't got round to looking at tomorrow's racing just yet. He's given me a winner every day. I think yesterday you told me Edouard de Geet was going to win, and then today you told me Midnight Shadow and Sporting John.
He's given prices as well.
Like 3, 4 to 1, 9 to 1 in 7 to 1 or something.
We're sat in the right spot then.
Oh, we are in the right. All our readers are plugged. So get your pens and papers out. We're going to start with the Schlur tomorrow. For me, arguably, probably, I think this is the most attractive looking race of the week. I don't know if you'd agree or disagree.
Some big names in there.
Yeah, 4 classy horses in there. Nube Negra, Put the Kettle On, Politolog, Rouge Viv. It's going to be exciting. Nube Negra now your 13 to 8 roughly favourite, around a sort of joint favourite with Put the Kettle On. I spoke to Aidan Coleman today. He seems happy. They're pretty content in it. She'll run a good race, but it's a good race. How do you see that panning out?
Look, the great thing is, even though it's a small field, normally you get small fields, they're not very exciting.
But it's class.
You can't say that after what happened yesterday with only 2 runners. But with these 4 in here, they're 4 quality horses. Rouge Vif is a front runner, which sets the race up for the others. So it'll go hard. Politolog is another one likes to go from the front. Put the Kettle On, the only mare in the field. She has run 3 times at Cheltenham. She's won all 3. She's won a Champion Chase, an Arkle, and she won this last year. So she's a good mare. But the ground isn't anywhere near as soft as she would like. So that's a little bit of a negative for her. Nube Negra, I think, is a deserved favourite. But every time she's run, Put the Kettle On has been dismissed. Can't win. She still wins.
Yeah, tough as old boots, isn't she? How do you see it playing out, Frankie?
I've been saying this. I mean, the Scoutons are flying, but they have also been unfortunate with quite a few fallers. Obviously, Chamblou and one today as well. But I feel like they've got a real strong chasing team. The yard's going well, and I've been backing a lot of the ones that have been falling, unfortunately. But I want to take my chances again, and I think I will be, as you said, I think it's a deserving favourite in Newbury Negra.
Yeah, I think my heart will always say put the kettle on. So if you're going to put your neck on the line, Newbury Negra.
I think Newbury Negra is going to be hard to beat tomorrow. It's got too many ticks in the right box.
Yeah. See, all I had to do there, we've only got 4 horses to talk about. Wait for Fitzy to go first, and then just follow him up.
That's a good way to be. But you
know
must.
What they say, Chris? Even a blind squirrel gets a nut.
I heard you say that to someone earlier. Someone poked their head through the door. We were sat in like our little press room here at the racecourse. Someone's poked their head door. It must have just been a random punter, but poked his head in, checked if Fitzy was there, and go, Fitzy, good job today. If Fitzy,
it's probably the same bloke that's driving your car home now.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, I think someone nicked my car earlier. That never happened, but it nearly happened. But you must. This is just talk about this as obviously someone who's ridden here plenty of times. This November meeting's quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because there's a great atmosphere here. A lot of people, it's almost like the last hurrah before you buckle up for Christmas. You know, a lot of people are right now I can spend this weekend, but after this I've got to think about saving for Christmas.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are, you know, enjoying themselves. A lot of people have been starved of good nights out.
100%, yeah.
You know, like when you think last year there was nobody here.
No.
So it's very different. It's so nice to see so many people here and enjoying themselves.
30,000 plus.
It's a real good crowd.
Yeah, the best crowd you get here at Cheltenham, aside from the festival, which is very special. And we have still got tickets on sale, which I will just plug now on the website. And kids tomorrow, under 18s, come free. So come down. It's a family day here. Obviously, we had Countryside Day on Friday.
You been down to Shopping Village yet?
I went down today.
Did you buy your girlfriend anything?
Hey, I got this today. New tie from the Shopping Village.
Yeah, Frankie took over just on time there because I didn't buy my girlfriend anything. Did you get that today?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know what to buy her today.
Is she watching?
She might be watching, but there's always
so you're
tomorrow.
Going tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
I'll take you around.
Tomorrow.
The lady actually that sold me this tie, I don't know whether it's a good sales tactic or not, but she told me that the current tie I had on looked like 70s wallpaper. So I said I better buy myself a new one.
That fits his bedroom, that, isn't it? It's 70s wallpaper. Oh, cheap.
I've got mirrors all over mine.
On the ceiling, I bet he has. That doesn't surprise me. Oh. It's honestly, there's plenty of fuel left in this one, let me tell you. Right, moving on. Tomorrow, Greatwood Hurdle. I mean, pick a winner out of this. This is a man who's on form. If you are going to pick a winner, I'd listen to Mick Fitzgerald in this one.
I like one at a price here.
You like one at a price?
Yeah.
Can I have a guess who that is?
Yeah, go on then.
Who trains it? Is it Philip Hobbs' runner?
No.
Okay, go on, tell me.
It's a horse called Cormier.
Yeah, Brian Ellison's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This horse has been laid out for this.
Okay.
He's got good form, likes it here, has been running really well on the flat. I think he's, 14 to 1?
Yeah, 14 to 1 at the moment, yeah, around that
I think he's really good each way. Ran in the race last year. Ground was a lot softer. He'll be much happier on this better ground.
And Danny McMenamin, he's a decent
Danny,
jockey.
I'm not sure if Danny's going to ride. He missed out on his rides today. He had a really bad fall yesterday. So
still a bit stiff.
We're not sure yet who's going to ride.
So he'll have to get ticked over from the
You'll have
doctor.
to get the old put your arms
all clear,
up.
yeah, all that kind
Walk
of thing.
along the dotted line, close your eyes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Cormier for you, a very open contest.
Yeah,
I mean,
very.
Jesse Evans, No Ordinary Joe, West Cork, they're all short price favourites. Tritonic for Alan King. I mean, the list goes on. Adagio, of course, as well, which is a very nice horse. We've seen come second here before.
The Irish won so many races at the festival. Jesse Evans is trained by Noel Meade.
Yeah.
Other horse has been running really well in the flat. There's been a lot of support for it recently.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people getting behind it.
I'll ask you, Mick, you're the expert here. What do you think of Tritonic going into this race?
He doesn't jump well enough.
I think it's an interesting...
He's a good horse.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. He's got plenty of ability, but he doesn't jump well enough. Round here, that sort of race, you don't see hurdles.
Yeah.
Basically, you need a horse that can jump in the dark.
Yeah.
And he's not great in the dark. He's not great in the light. Never mind the
Those
dark.
big field handicaps where they're jam packed.
Explain that to me then. So you don't, obviously you've ridden plenty here. When you say you don't see hurdles.
But if you imagine if I said to you, I want you to jump over that table, right, and then you
Give
say,
me a go
right,
if you
okay,
want.
I know that if I take off here, I'm going to jump it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, if you've got a wall of people in front of you and I tell you to jump that table, you don't actually know where you're supposed to take off from.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like that when you're riding a race. And if the horse alongside you is taking off, your horse suddenly might think I need to go with him.
Yeah.
It's a very...
It's like being in a jam-packed nightclub. Like, you don't see your feet. Do you know what I mean? But when you're all grouped in together, you don't see
I
your
can't
feet.
remember what that's like.
I'm sure you can. we would remember your feet on a dance floor. I've seen you dance. You got some moves, Fitzy. It's that kind of thing, like in those handicap hurdles where it's quick pace, 2 miles. They go a frantic gallop. It's so compact. You see it many a time. You see so many hurdles flattened. Where horses go through, and if they're tough enough to stay up, if they go down, I mean, you're struggling. And
very often here, it gets so tight at the top of the hill here. It's a really sharp, almost like 90-degree turn, that when you get to that corner, you literally feel your horse being lifted by the pack and going around the corner. And you're just praying that they find their feet again. You know, it really is. And nobody wants to give up a good position. If you're in a good spot and somebody's trying to nick in, you're like, I don't think so.
Have a word.
Stick your elbows out.
A bit of argy-bargy.
So Tritonic in a big field like this, you wouldn't fancy
I'd be a little bit worried about him.
Bit sceptical. Who's gonna make the run in this race? Do we reckon? It's hard. I mean, it's hard to tell. Something will have to take him along. I'm going to give Gary Moores another chance. Botox has, I mean, or Botox has. People pronounce it differently. I say Botox. People say Botox.
It's won here before, hasn't it?
Yeah, won here before, and he's also I just think he fouled last time out. Obviously, we're chatting about them, but you just want a horse which I like a horse with a bit of form coming into these races.
I love horses in those big field handicaps that are either way ahead of the handicapper, who you know are going to be graded horses that are going to be pitching up here in some of the bigger races, or one that is very much on the up. You're looking through these and you're thinking horses with experience that have run in big field races. They're the ones you need to be looking at. They're the ones they'll get you out of jail. You know, like the Midnight Shadows that won today.
Because you can
quick plug for his tip
there. Plug for the tip. But you can see a horse visibly when a horse starts running. When a horse is inexperienced in big handicap fields, it shows. It's a telling sign. I mean, they can get bumped around, and you can see that they don't like it.
But again, it's experience. Like Gowler Road, who won here today, that horse ran at the festival in the county hurdle. Finished 20th of 25 runners. Purely just got lost because it got a bit of a shock. You know, no experience. Whereas now, with that big field experience under his belt, he was a different horse.
100%. Powered up that hill as well. Yeah, Sam gave that absolute blinder. Right, moving on. So your selection, just to clarify for
Cormier for me.
Cormier for Fitzy, and
what are you going for, Chrissy boy?
I'm going Botox has at a nice price, around similar price, 14-1.
I was going to go with Tritonic, but I mean, I've been.
Look, Frankie, one thing I will say to you about punting is very simple. If you choose a horse, you choose it for a reason.
That's true.
You listen to what other people have said, and you say, right, I can take notice of that. But if that horse goes and wins, and you haven't backed it because I told you not to,
it's usually the way as well.
It is. So stick with your gut.
Gut's always a good thing.
Number 5 Tritonic for me.
There we are. Job done. Okay, nice. Moving on to the last race we're going to have a feature in is the Skybet Supreme Trial Novice Hurdle. Now, this is a race, obviously, that we love at the festival come March time. Kicks us off, and 4-horse field tomorrow. I like to move it for the Twiston Davis clan. They obviously had a winner today. Fitzy just referred to that earlier. Washington for Ollie Murphy, probably the most informed, potentially the most informed trainer in the moment in England.
Very, very much so. But it's easy to do it on the small stage.
I was about to say, you can have runners who you can win your Tuesdays, your Mondays, your Wednesdays, but Saturday racing, Sunday racing, weekend racing is a bigger ball game, bigger kettle of fish. And then Paul Nichols and Dan Scouten have got runners at the other end of the field, but it kind of looks like a bit of a 2-horse affair to me here.
I like to move it. That ties in, doesn't it, with old Tritonic? Beat that here, wasn't it, in October? I thought looking at that race, I thought that was quite a hot race. I'd say all 3 horses in that are decent horses. I do think, I mean, it'd be nice if Tritonic went and won. You'd really fancy that, wouldn't you?
It'd be good form.
It did win well last time here in October.
The worry with him before the last day was his jumping. He didn't jump brilliant at Worcester. He was better last time. You know, will that find him out again? You know, that'd be the only concern I have. I thought he was much improved jumping last time. If he's able to continue that progress, I think he's definitely a player. And like Nigel loves having winners here. Like he saw Gowler Road.
He thrives off it.
Yeah, he loves it. He's always done well at this meeting. Always. Like it always used to be, a bit like not quite an old wives' tale, but it's something that you just say, right, at this meeting, follow Twiston Davis. You can't really go wrong. So I think this horse has got a chance. But there's a couple in here that you don't really know an awful lot about. The Son and Gino, the horse that Paul Nichols has you know, who
One last time out, but what can you take from it?
you don't know. You know, the only thing I will tell you is that the owners don't buy
Bad
ordinary
horses. Yeah.
You think of all the horses that have run in John Hales' colours, like One Man, you know, Azure to You, all those good horses, you know, Protector Athlete.
Right, we only seen one today. Obviously, what else we got? What's his other runner? He's got Politolog as well. Yeah. So, I mean, they stack up good horses.
Yeah, they do. They buy quality horses because they want them to run in the big races.
Yeah.
So I think you're back
can't ignore that.
reputation more than anything else. Washington is unexposed for Ollie Murphy. He looked a real improver. I was quite taken with his performance. It was nothing special on the clock. They won the other division of the race, which is a little bit quicker with a horse called Go Dante, who they like a lot. But I think this horse is one to keep an eye on.
Okay, all right then. So if you had to put your neck on the line, I'm asking you, Fitzy, to put your neck on the line.
I'm going to go Washington. I'm going to take a punt on
Washington, okay.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
I think he's got plenty of improvement in him. So, you know,
Washington for you, Fitzy.
I like to move it. I've got to stick with it. With having Tritonic in the race before as well. I think that's. I like the look of it here in October. I think.
Yeah. One to watch for me.
11 to 10.
No idea.
So you're sitting on the fence again?
I just think one of the first two will win, but I just.
If you had to put your neck on the line, Chris.
Yeah, come on, Chris. If you had to put your neck on the line?
I'll go with a favourite. I like to move it.
Yeah.
Stick with Nige. All these local horses are running well. I see Fergal training another bumper winner.
Yeah.
Probably
his 1-2, didn't it?
Probably his 1,000th bumper winner he's ever trained. He just keeps training.
Done very well.
He does well in the bumpers, but they're flying well. John Joes are running well. Obviously, Nige had a winner today. Good bit of local form
there is.
around here, and obviously all the rest of them to match. But yeah, we look forward to tomorrow.
Are you sleeping at home this week?
Am I sleeping at home as opposed to?
As opposed to like wherever you normally sleep. Are you sleeping with your parents? I mean,
am I homeless?
In your own house?
Yeah, I'm with my parents this week. Back in the Cotswolds.
How nice is that?
Are you? Yeah, it's nice.
Are you from around here?
Yeah, grew up in Cheltenham. Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Local boy. You can tell by his house. He's more Cheltenham than I am.
Really?
I'm obviously just outside, but he's right in the hub.
Yeah, literally down the road.
Local lads.
Does he walk here?
I wouldn't tell you.
I hope so. Drinking that Glenfarclas.
He'll be running home later. Yeah. Let's see. It's good, isn't it?
It's good. Yeah.
It's good.
You'll see me. Well, I don't know. As I said, I think it'll go one way or another. But if I like to move it, gets up tomorrow and they play that song again, I might be dancing.
Good man. I've got to ask you quickly before we come to a close. There is an opportunity for you to win yourself a bottle of Glenfarclas. All you got to do is give me a winner. Any race tomorrow, give me a winner. Anything. You tell me your winner tomorrow, and one of these will be in the post.
Cormier.
Nube Negra.
I like this. This is Cormier. You're bold. And Nube Negra for Frankie. Okay, Cormier and Nube Negra. They're the two.
Yeah.
I think if
you gonna have a go or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a go.
Yeah, go on.
All right.
What time does the show end?
Show ends in just a moment when I've decided. I'm gonna stick with Botox Has. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay loyal, and that'll be my selection.
If there's one thing we've got to take away from this, it's Cormier. I think Mick was very confident on it, and he's given.
I'll just say, the moment we got off there, Frankie was showing his betting up. I tell you, he's having his couple of quid on. I don't know.
See me here tomorrow, screaming that.
Exactly. Fitzy, thanks for joining us. I know it's a bit of overtime for you. What you got planned tonight?
I've got to go and pick my son up.
Yeah.
He's been playing rugby, and then I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a look at some of the races for tomorrow.
Good lad. Prep. I like that.
Do a bit of homework.
You do work hard. Yeah, I'm proud. You do work hard. I look at you when out and about with the team and ITV lot, and I think, God, you put in a stint, Fitzy. I'm proud of you, boy.
You have a word with ITV?
To get you a pay rise, bump you up a bit. I can have a word.
Can I get in your wages or not?
No, but your wages are better than mine.
Really?
Yeah, it always will be.
Yeah?
Yeah, only for a few more years. I'll catch you on that. Thank you, guys. Glenfarclas, our sponsors, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Obviously, all the coverage on ITV, of course. Main channel again for Sunday, which is great. Great for horse racing, of course, that we can showcase that on the bigger channel. Racing TV as well, of course, and across Cheltenham's social platforms. So tune in, join us, and bring the kids. If you're looking to come racing tomorrow, bring the kids. Under 18s go free. Family fun activities all day. Children's TV character Bing. I don't know if any of you know who Bing is. Bing will be here.
Can I get Rosie in on the shot? Because we need a bit of glamour.
Yeah, Rosie, come on in.
Come on, Rosie.
Squeeze in the middle. But yeah.
This is a good sandwich now.
This is a good sandwich. Children's TV character Bing will be here tomorrow, so bring the kids. Like I said, under 18s go for it. It's going to be a great family day. Huge crowds again expected. The weather, the rain hasn't come, so come down. Leave your umbrellas at home. Don't trust me on that. Because I always say this, right? A weatherman, right, has the easiest job in the world because when they're wrong, no one sits there, rings them up and starts complaining. You just got to get on with it. Yeah. They never get criticised when they get it wrong.
You make a good weatherman.
I make a hell of a weatherman.
All you have to do is know it's raining.
What was the one? What was the weatherman? Mr. Fish was it before?
Michael Fish.
Michael Fish.
Mr. Fish.
He still
Lucy
Mr.
Fish and Mr. Bing.
ITV. It's the lovely Lucy Verasami.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah, she is.
That's why it's the only reason Fitzy gets up that early in the morning during the weather. I know his game.
If you were to put your neck on the line for the weather tomorrow,
we're going to get
no rain.
Snow tomorrow. No rain tomorrow. Come down, get your tickets, and come and see us all. It's going to be a great day. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Frankie,
thanks for having me.
Go out tomorrow. But you got a busy day.
No, tomorrow I've got a quiet day. I can just come and enjoy the racing.
Good.
So I can
cheer on Cormier. Job done on Fitz's head.
Yeah.
And we're back together. ITV, big day.
Yeah.
And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm doing this again tomorrow. I'm doing all the hard work as usual, Chris.
You actually make this very easy for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's Rosie been? Here's a good VT. Wallop. Happy days.
We'll see you again tomorrow on the show.
Love it. Thanks, guys. All the best. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
Welcome back to Cheltenham Races. We are going up a notch this afternoon for sure.
But it's going to be night salute on beaten over hurdles. Final fence coming up. Strictly a Dancer pinged it. Strictly a Dancer a little weary in the closing stages, but he follows up the success at the last meeting to win here. But third time lucky. Oh, set a light at that, didn't he pick up? Come to the final fence then, third time lucky, up and over safely. Harry Skelton, third time lucky, the winner.
Out they come then for the 2021 running of the Paddy Power Gold Cup. Here's Ian.
They're off. Midnight Shadow and Ryan Mania clear by 10 lengths. Stumbles on landing. This could be a very close thing. Midnight Shadow getting time, but he got to the line in front.